Listen, I'm just glad that we all can be together. Let me tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I know where I am in the time in its ticket. Okay, I know. And so I'm just glad that we had some people come from out of state. I got a couple of sisters who came from out of state. I just want you to know publicly, I appreciate you for being here. Everybody for being here. But you know, I am a proud Williams. Okay, I am. But there was a time that I wasn't. There was a time that I really didn't. I wanted to change my name. And this goes back 40 years ago. I had a restaurant at Harbor Place called the African Queen, which was the first African fast food restaurant in the world. Now, I didn't say African American, I said African fast food in the world. And Sheila was the manager. And I was going from the U.S. to Africa frequently, working on various transactions. In fact, I was working on a deal for $27 million, bringing cement from Turkey to Nigeria. And I'm getting 5% of that $25 million. So my partners in Nigeria, they say, Williams, what do your name mean? Williams, what kind of name is that? That's a white name. Why you got your name? Williams. And they said, what do your name mean? And nobody ever asked me that before. So I said, well, what does it mean? You know, I'm stuttering. Then they said, Williams, listen, your name should be Adeda Kumba. Adeda Kumba. I didn't like what that sounded. I said, yeah. They said, you got the business in America, you got a home in America, you got a business in Nigeria, you got a home in Nigeria. You're African, you're not a white man. I don't like their name. Your name should be Oba de Kumba. He said, Oba means king in Europe. Oba. Now, I like that part, but he said king. I said, well, that ain't bad, king. And then I thought about it on my way home. Because he convinced me. Because I mean, Oba de Kumba, I could deal with that. I didn't know what the definition of Dwight Williams meant. I didn't know what it meant. So on the way home, I'm flying, I said, I know that Sheila is not going to change her name. And I know that Dwayne is not going to change his name. Now, I thought that maybe my daughters, Shawan, Shauna, and Shanae, I might have talked them into it, because they love anything Daddy says. They go with it. But I know that Sheila would be good for changing her name. Then when I got home, Thomas Edgar Williams called me, and he said, I finished it. I said, finished what? He said, Silver Street. And I forgot he'd been working on this book for quite a while. And so I went and I got a copy of the book, and I read that book from cover to cover. And it was just amazing how he had introduced me to my great-grandmother, Mariah. Now, let's go back. Envision two little girls, 8 and 9, on the road in Virginia, squatting, playing in the dirt. And carpetbaggers ride by in the wagon, and they induced those girls into that wagon with something the girls never seen before. Candy. They got those girls in that wagon with some candy. And then they in that wagon, and then they realized they made the worst mistake in their life. They ain't gonna never see their mother and father no more. And wagon, he's rolling down, going down south. Sold my grandmother, my great-grandmother, to the John Hopkins Williams. That was the first plantation they got to in Silver Street, South Carolina. She stayed there all of her life. 1850, she had her first child, my great-granddaddy, Butler Henry Williams. And he was quite a man. When I read this book, it changed me. Butler Henry, born in 1850, 99 years before me. I'm born in 1949. And 1865, Emancipation Proclamation, they leaving. Butler Williams wanted Mariah to stay. You know, she left. Took her 7 kids. He impregnated her 7 times. She had 7 kids. And they left there on a mule, $100, and the kids walking. And Butler was like the father. He was 15 years old then. Now, this is what was remarkable about him. He looked like a white boy. He looked like a white man. He looked white. Everybody wondered whether he was going to go on the other side. Now, see, this was the difference between him and me. He didn't go on the other side. I can tell you right now, I would have gone on the other side. I might not stayed, but I would have went on there just to see what it was like, not to have that foot on my neck 24/7. I wanted to experience it. And he showed me, you can't judge a book by its cover. Because he was a white man. His countenance. But in here, this brother was blacker than me. And I thought I was real African. He showed me you can't judge a book by its cover. And he's right, because I think about Judge Thomas in the Supreme Court. He looked like me. You can't judge a book by its cover. You got to go inside. And so that was the first lesson that my great-granddaddy taught me. You can't judge a book by its cover. And he was quite a man. Now, I want to share something that he said. He got land at the age of 25. He had left his mother's house and went and got some land for himself. And then he ran into a young lady, darker than me. Okay, he liked the chocolate. He liked the chocolate. And so let me share something with you. What he said. This is what he said. He said, one evening, about 2 months after he met Eliza, Butler was sitting in her parlor, looking into her eyes. Eliza, you something else. What you mean? He said, I can't do anything without you. I keep thinking about you all the time. You got me all mixed up. You got me so I can't eat or sleep. All I do is think about you. I'm just trying to get to you. She laughed. She said, ain't no boy ever said nothing like that to me. And Butler said, I ain't no boy. I'm a man. And she said, and he said, I'm serious. You got me all mixed up. She turned her head and slightly cocked her eyes towards him, looking at him, and she said, Butler, I ain't gonna be one of those victims. He said, what you mean? She said, I know about that baby you had with that girl in free time. I ain't gonna be another victim. When I have a baby, I'm gonna be a mad woman. I'm gonna be an honest woman. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you now. I do have a son in Freetown, and I also have a daughter back in Newberry. but I take good care of them. I don't want to do the same thing I did before. I'm ready to get married. I love you, Eliza. I love you. They got married on his birthday. December 24th, 1876. The brother was 26 years old. In 1888, he acquired 188 more acres of land. And like white people are today, they got real jealous, real envious of him. Having that land, making that money. You know what they called him? They never knew he was black. They called him a nigger lover, because he had all those kids always around him. They ended up running him out of South Carolina. He came here in 1900. And I tell people today, I say, when I go down to the casino on Warner Street, that's the same spot that my great-granddaddy had a restaurant and a rooming house. Right there, where that casino is. And when I go down there, I tell the people, I say, I'm coming down here to get the rent money. But they don't never give it to me. But my granddaddy showed me a lot of things and a lot of lessons. And so when I went back to Africa, they said, William, what did you change your name? I said, no. I'm a Williams, in and out. I said, I might not know what it means, Dwight Williams means, but I know where Dwight Williams is going, I know where I came from, and I know where my heart is. And so, I'm a Williams. And I'm just so glad that so many of us, I got a chance to meet some new Williams, because Butler Williams had 13 kids, okay? And so we know how those branches branch out and grow. And so I'm just so glad that we're here, and I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that time is short and we need to know each other and love each other and take care of each other and look out, because we're all Williams. Somebody said earlier, they said, well, how are you related? Oh yeah, and the lady said, we all cousins. We all cousins.